Okay, well, welcome you guys. So we're going to start out with one of my favorite treatments, and it's our satin hand set. Have any of y'all tried satin hands before? Okay, when I first tried it, I thought, what's the big deal? It's for the hands. Because I always had an oily, like my skin was oily in my face, but my hands were dry. And so after I tried it, I'm like, okay, that's pretty awesome. So just take your rings off. You can put them in your pocket or put them on the side of your tray. And the first thing we'll let you try is this is our fragrance-free hand softener. So just smooth this on both sides of your hands. This is really great to soften your hands. This is where it's really good on your heels too. Like you put it on your feet at night, and then you put on some like little, socks or whatever. Now you will get, if your feet get hot at night, you'll have to take them off. But you know how like after you've been wearing flip-flops all summer, and then your heels are just awful. And it doesn't matter what the nail people do. They can scrape it with a razor. It's gonna come right back. Y'all know what I'm saying? Anyway. This will soften it and make it feel so much better. So that's the first step. The second is, this is our Satin Smoothie Refining Shea Scrub. This is the one that's actually fragrance free, just smells real clean. So smooth this on both sides. And I actually have this, it's a whole little set. I have it at every sink in the house. So my husband, it's funny, he worked in his own office for a while and we had a set there. And I'm like, honey, your hands are softer than mine. What's going on? He goes, I don't know, it's weird. And because he washes his hands all the time, and every single time he washed it with this scrub. So it really does soften your hands. So then y'all just follow me over here in the kitchen, and we're gonna twist it off. That was too hot. You need to just dry it off and really take the towel when you get done. And then I'll give you a little bit of the hand cream.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna stop.
Do what? Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I like your white fan. I just got this one for this.
Oh, I love that one too.
Yeah, I ordered it.
That's so cute.
You know how you're on Instagram and it always like, once you look at one watch band, it's going to come up every single
You
time.
get all the ads.
Yeah, it's called Spartan watches.
Okay.
And so I had to get you a couple. Okay, I'm gonna let you try.
Nice.
This is our Nourishing Shea Cream. Let me tell you what I like about our hand cream. Have you ever put on hand lotion and then you have to go wipe your hand lotion off because it's so greasy you can't even pick up anything, And so this, after it dries, it just makes your skin feel soft, and even through washings during the day, like 24 hours. So it's great for teachers, nurses, anybody who washes their hands a ton, or if you just have dry hands. Okay, this one's called Pomegranate Bliss, but we also have one that's fragrance free and have one that's, you like the way it smells?
Yes.
Okay, I love it. We have just limited of that. It was actually one that was last year, so y'all come on in here. We have white tea and citrus as well. So, how's that feel? Good?
It's great.
Just wait just a few minutes. Once it dries, you'll love it. Then you put your rings back on. I want y'all forget them here and we wonder whose rings are these. Your husbands will say, honey, go back.
I can get that.
What is going on? So I just want to welcome everybody. Jessica, thank you for inviting your friends. And have y'all ever tried Mary Kay in the past? Like had a facial and gone through this?
Not a facial, but I used to use their makeup.
Okay. Has it been a while or you use it right now?
It's been a while.
Okay, what about you?
I have
Never tried it? I love it. And you've tried some?
I tried it a few years ago.
Several years ago. Okay, good. Well, let me just tell you a little bit about what we're going to do. We are going to go through the skincare. I'm going to let y'all try one of my favorite products that came out last year. It's our charcoal mask. And it's not the kind that you peel off and it hurts. Y'all seen that video? Okay, me too. It's hilarious. This one you just rinse. We just wipe it off. But you're going to love it. Everybody loves our charcoal mask. And then we're going to do just, I call it a dash out the door glamour. We're not going to do full like 3 colors and eyeshadow and liners. We're just going to do like dash out the door glamour, just a little bit. And then if y'all would like to, you can book a second appointment and then we'll do all glamour. And that's a lot of fun too. So that way the parties aren't quite as long. Does that sound okay with y'all?
Yes.
So let me just go around just real quick again. Just tell me who you are and just a little bit about yourself. Anything you want me to know.
Jessica, and I teach and coach a lot, but I love it.
Okay. Awesome. And what?
I'm Gabby. I teach third graders, and I'm really tired.
Yeah. You're back in the swing, right? Yeah. I know. You finished your first week. Congratulations.
I did. I survived. Thank you.
You did.
Alright, I'm Rachel and I work in sales and I have a German Shepherd dog.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So married? You're married?
Yes.
Married?
Yes.
Okay. Any children here?
No.
Just dogs.
Just
Yeah.
dogs. All of your dogs, though. And all of you need cats. So I mean, you need
I
them.
don't think they get along too well.
I don't even know what to tell you. Well, let me introduce you to, well, let me tell you a little bit about me. My name's Cleta, and it's my house. But I've actually been in Mary Kay since college. I graduated from college, and my degree was in business, computer information systems. And so I took a job at the college I graduated from, the university. It was I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Harding University. It's a Christian university in Arkansas. So I was hired on there to be the administrative computer center operator, which sounds pretty awesome, but it was just a little over minimum wage, is all I can tell you. But anyway, I was proud to have my first job. And someone introduced me to Mary Kay. Actually, this lady that worked for Harding too, she wanted me to try it, and I was like, I'm like, no, thank you. You know, I've got my own stuff going on. And what the truth was my grandmother sold Mary Kay in the 60s, and my mom and my aunt. And in my mind, it was for older ladies, not my young, cool self, right? And my, 22 years old. So, but she probably looked at me, and not because I was always broke out, and thought, you really need to try this, right? So finally, she wore me down, went to her house, had a facial, and my skin cleared. I bought the skincare. It cleared up in about 2 weeks, and then I had a party, and all my friends liked it, and my mom was the one that said, you don't think about doing that. So I have actually been in Mary Kay since I was in college, and I hate to say, but that is almost 34 years ago. And so I've been doing it full time for 30 years, and I just love it. It's a lot of fun. I'm a sales director in Mary Kay, which means not only do I do parties and have customers, but I also have about 200 unit members that I help teach and train them what to do. So I'm always looking for new customers, but I'm also looking for someone that may want to make some extra money on the side. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and I'm just excited y'all are here. How I got Jessica was I did a bridal fair, and Joy, I'm trying to think, did she just get married? No. She could have been a friend.
But she was in like 4 weddings this year, so.
Okay, I think it was, yes, it was someone, her friend was getting married, she was a bridesmaid at a little bridal party we had, and then we got some referrals and she referred you. So, I'm sorry she couldn't come tonight. She was really sweet, I remember. Well, this is a picture of Mary Kay Ash, and there's a lot of companies out there named after people like Betty Crocker. I don't know if y'all know, but that's not a real person. Like, she never lived and came up with recipes. They just came out with that name. But Mary Kay actually was a real person. And since I was in so long, I actually got to meet her. She passed away in 2001. She was in her 80s, but she was a wonderful woman. She actually started Mary Kay. She was a single mom trying to make ends meet in a male-dominated world. It was back in the 60s. And for 25 years, she worked so hard, and yet she finally retired in protest after they yet again had a guy that she had trained all year promoted to be above her. And it just kept happening over and over, especially in the 60s. And it still happens sometimes today, right? So she thought, I've had it. And so she was in her late 40s. She quit, and she thought, I'm going to write a book. So she kind of wrote some notes about like everythher she liked about business in the last 25 years, and then everything that she didn't like about what she would change. And then she thought, I got a business plan. If I could think of something, her husband said, you think of something to sell. So she wanted to have a product that would make women feel good on the outside and the inside. And she thought, well, cosmetics, if you feel like you look kind of cute that day, don't you kind of feel a little bit better, got a little pep in your step? So she thought this would be something that women could do, and they wouldn't be intimidated by it, because most people wash their face with something, not something foreign to try to learn. And so she started with her and 9 of her girlfriends, and the rest of what we say is history or her story. And so I had the privilege of really being with amazing women like you. I'm proud that I started my decision to sell Mary Kay. And one of the things that I think that you guys will like too, knowing how you'll know each other, is that Mary Kay emphasizes the importance of the golden rule and of giving back. And I like that. She was just a fine Christian woman, and it would impress me, her philosophies. And so anyway, as today you're actually supporting a woman-owned business, because each Mary Kay consultant is actually, we're our own little self-employment. So it's pretty fun. just a little bit about the company. How many of you appreciate doing business with companies that are socially or environmentally responsible? You know, more and more people, that's kind of more important than way back in the day. I mean, I guess we were, but we just didn't know much about it. It's like, whatever, you know, yeah, that's good, y'all. What does go green mean, you know? But anyway, let me just tell you a little bit about what Mary Kay does. We have a foundation. It's called the Mary Kay Foundation. And when you wash your face with Mary Kay, there are women and children who finally have a safe haven because of more than $60 million they've given to women's shelters. Even right here in Valdosta, we have a shelter called the Haven. Y'all may have heard of it. And they apply for a grant for Mary Kay for $5,000, and they got a $20,000 grant right here in Valdosta. They had last year, I believe it was Moultrie got one, Thomasville got one, and so they can apply every 2 years. In fact, I need to probably contact the Haven and say, look, y'all need to do it again. But so they give 2 or 3 in every state every year, $20,000. That's pretty awesome. The other thing they do is they've given $28 million to medical research and hoping to find a cure for cancers that affect women. And so that's been a really big deal. So I think that's 2 things that really probably affect everybody. If you said, do you know anybody that's been in a domestic violence situation or that's had cancer, almost every hand goes up, you know? And so we feel pretty good about that. They also have a bold ambition to achieve change for our planet. They're on Arbor Day. They had this thing, and I can't remember how many thousand trees they planted. They said that they were going to plant 1 tree for every person who put hashtag Arbor Day on Arbor Day. I'm like, wow. I want to say 23,000, but since it's recorded, don't quote me on that. So I know it was a bunch of them though. As far as a career opportunity, you know, Mary Kay just realized that women need an opportunity to achieve financial success, but balance it with their family. And she always had her priorities as God first, family second, and career third. And she felt like for her that when she put her priorities in that order, that her life felt a little more in balance. And so that's what she's kind of taught her sales force. And I thought, well, that's what I believe. So I love that about Mary Kay. We actually are in 40 countries worldwide. And we are a global brand. We're one of the largest direct sellers of skincare color in the whole world. And it's amazing all the different countries. I actually had the opportunity to go to Colombia, South America, and be there the very first day it opened. It was about 3 years ago. And y'all would not believe it. 500 people signed up the first day. It was amazing. And now the company, they're doing really good over there. It was just something else. I was going to give it a shot and see what I could do in Colombia. I don't know. I mean, there were some people go over there like, maybe I should do that. Of course, I had this one small disadvantage. I did not speak Spanish. So I had an interpreter, but anyway, we had a lot of fun. It was a good experience for me. But anyway, we are in a lot of countries, but our main, we are based out of Dallas, Texas. And we were actually in Dallas 2 weeks ago and got to tour the brand new manufacturing plant, which is 26 football fields long, if you can imagine how big that is. That is huge. And we got to go through the whole thing, see them making lipsticks, see them doing the lotions, put it in the box and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really cool to watch that. Mary Kay is one of the very few companies, or the only that I know, that actually makes only Mary Kay products. There's a lot of manufacturing plants that make, like, let's say they make it for like 7 different other cosmetic companies, you know, but Mary Kay only makes it for Mary Kay, and we have our own scientists. So I just wanted y'all to know about that. Okay, I've already told y'all a little bit about me, so I'm just going to move on. I will say this though, that Mary Kay always said there's one new beauty consultant at every party. So I don't know which one of y'all it'll be. Y'all can point to who y'all think. And so we'll talk about that at the end. But we always say if you can flip, read, it has what you say right here, and squirt, you can do Mary Kay, right? So y'all can flip, read, and squirt. You need extra money. I can give y'all some info when we get done. I do want to tell you that we do hundreds of thousands of tests to make sure the products are safe. Also, that we have a satisfaction guarantee. How many of you have a drawer full or some makeup and like skincare that you bought? Maybe your girlfriend said it was like thebomb.com, but it just didn't work for you. And you don't throw it away because you just bought it. Even though it don't work, you have that drawer. Anybody? Yeah. I had a drawer like that. And just like lipsticks and eyeshadows that I bought that I thought, that's going to look so good. And I'm like, I just don't really like it. So you just chunk it in that drawer. Well, with Mary Kay, we have a satisfaction guarantee. 100%. Anything you buy from me, if you don't love it, you just call me. I'll exchange it for you or even give you your money back. And it doesn't cost me anything either. Mary Kay, we just do a little form on the computer and they send me the new product back, no charge. So I want y'all to know that. And that's really why I bought it, because everything breaks me out. And I told the girl, I said, no, listen, I'm going to return this. if it breaks me out. I'm like, she probably thought, you're so negative, you know? But she goes, that's fine. I said, I'm serious, so I don't want you to be mad. She goes, it's fine. So I did not return it because it didn't break me out. But anyway, I was ready to. Okay, so I want y'all to look in the mirror at your skin. And what we have, a thing we say in Mary Kay, is whether you're 17 or 70 or anywhere in between, everybody wants beautiful skin, right? Even if you don't wear a lick of makeup, you'd like to have nice skin. Who wouldn't, right? So we're gonna work on that today. So I want you to act, we'll just go around, and if you had one thing, if I could just wave a wand and go, doing, and change your skin, what would be one thing you'd want to change? We'll start with you.
No more acne.
Acne cleared up. Okay, what about you?
Less oil.
Less oil, not to be as oily. How about you?
Yeah, I'm probably saying less oil.
Less oil? Okay, well I'm right with y'all. And I think this week has been the worst, hasn't it? Hot and humid. It's just, yeah, it's almost unbearable outside right now.
It's pretty bad.
It's funny, I have a lot of consultants up in Michigan, and all of them are always dry. I mean, they get so dry out there. I'm like, you need to move to South Georgia. We can fix you right up. So we're gonna just pamper you guys like the wonderful women you are, and I just want to thank you again, Jessica, for inviting your friends over here. So we're going to be trying two different things tonight. You guys are going to try our Timewise Miracle Set 3D. You're going to try a little bit of it. And then Jessica, we just had a little talk before y'all got here. She's going to be trying our Clear Proof products. And so I'm going to kind of go back and forth on what we're talking about. So let's talk about the Timewise 3D first. And later, Jessica, you know, like after your skin gets kind of under control, you may want to switch over, you know, and use this, or like you say, when it's not in the school system and you're not having a coach, right?
Right.
Exactly, and the stress is not as high. Okay, so our Timewise we just redid it. This is what it used to look like actually, and we redid it last May, and we made it less steps and it works faster, so people really like it. So it has 4 products: a 4-in-1 cleanser, a day cream, a night cream, and an eye cream. And there's one for combination and oily skin, and there's one for dry to normal, okay? And so it does 3 things. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. It uses the latest science to deliver younger looking skin for all skin types, including sensitive skin, which that's always important. And I don't know if y'all know this, and you know, you guys are still so young, but only 20% of your visible skin aging comes from the natural aging process. In other words, comes by how old you are on your birthday. 80% come from other things, and let me tell you what they are and see if you can relate to any of them, okay? It's your lifestyle environment, things like UV rays, air pollution, smog, car exhaust, soot, lack of sleep, smoking, stress, and diet all contributes to skin aging. Anybody got any issues, right? You know, you can always tell a week that you've had no sleep. Your skin doesn't look as good, right? Well, let's talk about a 3-dimensional approach can do for skin aging. Not to the 20%, because we want you to keep having birthdays, for the 80%. So the first one is it defends against age-accelerating free radicals on your skin with multiple antioxidant benefits. And antioxidants are the best things you can do against these free radicals. The second thing it does, it delays the look of premature skin aging by using UVA and UVB protection with the exclusive patent-pending age-minimized 3D complex. That's a mouthful, but it has 3 ingredients in it. One is called an encapsulated resveratrol, and the second one is vitamin B3. And if you're a science person, anybody a science person in here? That's niacin. I didn't know either. Okay, now we know. Now we know. And it also has an age-defying peptide. So that little complex, and it's specialized for these products, are in all of the products, and so that's what makes them work. And then finally, it delivers visible improvements in just 4 weeks. Our previous set was 12 weeks, so this is a lot faster. These are some of the things it helps with: fine lines, wrinkles, resilience, luminosity, smoothness, softness, and then just the overall appearance, okay? So we're gonna start out with the cleanser. So I'm gonna flip over here for Jessica for a second. She's like, do not leave me out of what you're talking about. So Jessica there is a 4 also product for our Clear Proof system. And let me just show it right here. I've got my samples right there. But this is the Clear Proof, because anybody, you may use the whole system or you may use parts of it. This has a clarifying cleansing gel. It also has salicylic acid in it, which helps with breakouts. Blemish control toner with salicylic acid in it. Acne treatment gel for just spot treatment for blemishes. And then a oil-free moisturizer for acne-prone skin. So this is what we're going to use for you. All right. So, and you're going to love it too. We've had lots of good success with this as far as clearing up breakouts. And other people have said it clears up better than some of the other regimens that they've tried. So I think you'll really, really like it. Okay, so let's just go back. And what I want y'all to do, there is a headband around you somewhere if you'd like to put one on. You can just throw a headband on. If it's too tight or too loose, we'll get one from your neighbor. And I've got some more too. Or you can just, put your hair in a ponytail with it, right?
Yeah, I think I might do that. That'll be easier.
Yeah, either way.
Popped up there.
You can tell I don't wear these.
I know. It's like, how do you put these on? I go over your whole face. And then, there, you got it. Yeah, either way.
It's been wonderful.
Rachel, you got some nice thick hair in
She's
there.
got beautiful
Let me
hair.
have it.
She comes
Yes.
in with it
And
all
it's
done.
naturally curly. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Love it, guys. You're welcome.
Compliment Rachel's.
That's right. All right, awesome.
Okay.
Beautiful.
We're ready.
Beautiful. Okay, so like if you were at home, what would be the normal thing you do when you wash your face? Turn on the water, get it warm, put some cleanser, wet it, right? And then go let that all over your face, right? So we're not gonna go to the sinks, we're gonna do it right here. So what I want y'all to do is grab one of the water bottles. They should be, let me see if they're open. No, just unscrew it just a little bit. And then all I want you to do, I want you to squirt your hand and get your hand wet. And then you can tap your face if you want to. And then just scoop up the cleanser. It's in the very first little aperture that says cleanser. And I want you just to massage it like this, up and out all over. And I'm gonna wet a warm washcloth to take it off, okay? And just leave your eyes however you got them, since we're not gonna be doing eyes tonight. So don't worry about taking off your eye makeup.
That's the first thing when I'm still on.
Oh, I got my fingers rolling.
See what I've never used my people.
My mom used to sell it. That was my first makeup.
I still used it at work.
I don't think I ever used the skincare. I definitely used the makeup.
Okay. So you can just take one of these and then just wipe it off, just up and out. You got yours yet?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's a little bowl near you. You can just put it in that little bowl when you get done. So I have to ask y'all, well, first of all, let me tell you about the 4-in-1 cleanser. It's 4-in-1 because it does 4 things. The first 3 steps, it cleanses, exfoliates, and freshens. Plus, it has the added benefit of making your skin look brighter. So that's 4 things just doing one time. And your cleanser, tell you about it. Just need to put a little. Do what? It's okay. Listen, I can do it. I can multitask. Let me keep your finger in it. Okay. Your product is a 4-product set, uses combination of salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide to attack the multiple factors that contribute to acne breakouts. It clears up blemishes without irritation, helps maintain clear complexion, unclogs your pores, remove excess oil, and leaves your skin feeling healthier. So it's pretty awesome. The Clear Proof Cleanser is a gel, kind of like theirs, but it does have the salicylic acid in it, which is also an exfoliator. I don't know if you realize that. So how does it feel? Nice and clean? Okay, good. How's y'all's feel?
Nice.
Good? All right, let me ask y'all a question. How many of you don't necessarily wash your face before you go to bed? Any true confessions? Y'all wash your face? Mm-hmm. Every night. Okay.
Every night.
So I didn't either before, not every single time, before Mary Kay. And then someone said to think about how many times you, like if you have glasses, you clean your glasses, or even clean the top of your cell phone or your windshield. Everything out in the air goes straight on your face. And if you don't wash your face before you go to bed, then you get on your pillowcase and you're rolling around, and whatever was on there last night is on your pillowcase, unless you change your pillowcase every single night, which would be nice, but we don't live at the Holiday Inn, so, right? Exactly. So we wish they would change our sheets every single night. No, don't y'all love clean sheets when you do it? And but anyway, so, and then someone told me to think about, they said, you know what, your skin ages about 7 to 14 days if you don't wash your face at night. I don't know if it's true or not, but the thing is, it was enough for me to know. And I can tell you that I have not gone to bed with my makeup on since I started Mary Kay.
If I don't have makeup on, then
yeah. And well, and even just the stuff on your face. But the biggest reason is normally, if you don't wash your face at night, you're also probably not putting anything on it, right? Because you normally would put a treatment on a dirty face. So if you just kind of think about, I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna wash my face, it's gonna help you. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna let you try is the charcoal mask. We are not gonna do the whole entire face. So what I want y'all to do, because I want you to be able to tell the difference. So you're not gonna go clear up right under your eyes. You're gonna, kind of make a little circle. And we're gonna do your nose and then just right here on your cheeks, okay? And then we'll just leave your chin and your forehead so you can kind of see the difference. And you can put it on your fingertips, but I have just a little brush there for y'all to put it on with. And so you can kind of put it on, either one of them's fine, they're both the same. And so I want to tell you a little bit about it as you put it on. First of all, you'll notice that it's cold feeling.
I was like, that was cold.
Isn't it? And it's not refrigerated, that's just how it always feels. The second thing you'll notice, to me, is the smell. It has honeysuckle and peppermint extract in it. And when I smell it, to me that's part of the experience. I feel like I'm at an expensive spa. I'm like, that feels and smells so good. So it has 3 ingredients mainly in it. The charcoal. Charcoal acts as a agent that goes in, it absorbs twice its weight in impurities. So it actually goes in your pore and it pulls out twice its weight. So it pulls out 200% of its weight out, and which is great for cleaning out your pores. Looking good, Mama, looking good. It also has 2 types of it has 2 types of clays, bentonite and kaolin clay. One of them softens your skin, and the other one absorbs excess oil in your skin, which some of you guys were concerned about. And even though it's in our clear proof line, it's for all skin types. I've had women with dry skin use it, normal skin, combination, and oily. And you can use this every other day if you wanted to, but it's recommended at least maybe twice a week, okay? And so the other thing it has in it is navy bean extract, which actually brightens your skin. So let me tell you what I did when it first came out. I like to do masks when I have time, and so I thought, I wonder if it really does what it says. But I know Mary Kay's a big company and they test, but I thought, I'm going to test. So I put it on really, really, really thick, like 3 times as thick as what y'all got. And then I thought, I'm going to watch a movie here at the house. So I just laid on the bed and I watched a movie. So it was an hour and a half later. I got up, of course it was very dry. And so instead of rinsing it off, I cracked it, like, you know what I mean? And so it had a little, where I could flake a little bit up. So then I flaked a little bit up off my nose, and sure enough, I looked underneath it and you could see what it got out of my nose, which is gross and yet exciting at the same time, right? To know that it really works. So it really does work. So we're gonna let that dry just for a minute, and we're gonna do a couple other things. The first thing we're gonna do is a little satin lips treatment. So on the top of your tray, at the top corner, there's a scrub. Right up here in the right corner, there's a scrub and a lip balm. So I want you to take the lip scrub, and it's a sugar scrub. Just take your finger, all of it, and just smooth it on your lips and just massage it in. This just takes off all the dead, dry skin off your lips. And at my last party, they told me it tasted like Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops. So I don't know, y'all have to tell me what you think. What cereal does it taste or smell like, right? But it is a sugar scrub. And didn't any of y'all have dry lips or have trouble with dry lips or use chapstick a lot? Anybody chapstick addicts?
Yeah.
Okay, so this takes off the dead, dry skin off your lips, and then the next thing we do is going to help moisturize your lips. So go ahead and just take your washcloth that you took your cleanser and just go ahead and wipe your lips off. You can, but not the mask, just the lips.
Fruit Loops. It's definitely Fruit Loops.
Yep.
Fruit Loops. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Not Lucky Charms, right?
No.
How's that feel? Good? Okay. And you can go ahead and take a little bit of the lip balm. Now let me tell you about the lip balm. For you I call them the chapstick addict people. So this is what the sugar scrub looks like. And then the lip balm looks like this right here. Okay? And so it's actually a shea butter balm. You just squeeze a little bit out, smooth it on. So go ahead and do it with your finger. Just smooth that on. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Here's the deal about chapstick. Chapstick feels so good when you put it on, doesn't it? You're like, oh, yes, thank you. Oh, it feels so much better. And then I would say, 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 15. All of a sudden your lips start feeling tacky, sticking together, and dry, right? So you have to whip out your chapstick, and you got to do it again, right? And then every 15 minutes, maybe 30 if you're lucky, you're just applying it all day long. So what happens is some of the chapsticks have menthol in them, which feels really nice. But menthol, there's a form of alcohol. You know, that's same last few letters of the thing. And alcohol is a drying agent, so it actually like moisturizes and then dries it out at the same time. And so that's why you got to just use it all day long. Ours is a shea butter balm, so it actually moisturizes for 4 to 8 hours instead of 4 to 8 minutes. And so y'all can test it tonight. Like by the end of the thing, tell me if you still feel nice. I had a lady that actually, she had this other brand. I'm not gonna say the brand, but I said, look, just try it and let me know. I said, you don't have to buy it. I just want you to try it. And if you like it, you can pay me for it. If not, give it back. And she tried it and she said, all right, I just threw away 16 tubes of brand X. And she goes, give me one for my husband too. I said, what in the world are you doing with 16 tubes? She goes, well, I got one in my purse, in my car, in my wallet, in my, she says, I've got one in the bathroom, in the kitchen. I've got one in my husband's truck. And like, she can't be without it, that kind of, you know. And so she goes, I'm shocked how it really does work. So if you don't use lipstick or you just want just some, you know, moisture and a little bit of shine, you could use this, or you could put it on at night before you go to bed, or you can let it dry just a little bit and then put your lipstick. We're going to put some gloss on it before we leave, okay? So they feel good so far? Okay, good. All right, so we are going to do, I'm actually going to let y'all try one other little thing. Let's see where we're going to try it. We're going to try it on your chin. That's what we're going to do. And it's called microdermabrasion, okay? Microdermabrasion, this is a deep cleanser, okay? Microdermabrasion is a super fine exfoliator. So the exfoliator takes off all the top layer of dead skin cells, and it just goes down and really gets like inside your pores, outside your pores clean, and it also helps with fine lines and wrinkles. You can use this every other day as well, or at least a couple times a week. You might use it on a different day than you do your charcoal mask, okay? Because they do two different things, but I love both of them. This one and the sugar scrub, I just keep in the shower. Because then, y'all know like when you buy stuff and you put it under the sink and then you don't use it because you forget about it. So I just have it there, and every couple of days I'm like, did I use that yesterday? No. Okay, let me do it today. So I wash my face and then I just take about a quarter's worth and I just sit there and massage it in and rinse it off. That's the easiest way to use this. So what I want you to do is just take your water and kind of just dampen your chin, because you definitely want water with it. And then I'm going to put a little bit on your tray, and I want you to just take it and just massage right there. Just like, we're going to do it like 30 seconds since we're not doing your whole face, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit right here. Because I want y'all at least to experience it. Sometimes I do half the face with the charcoal mask and half with this, but today we'll just do the chin. Y'all have one really soft chin. So when you kiss your husband tonight, go, get ready. Because my lips are soft and so is my chin. So just circular. If it hurts at all, then you need to add a little water. Because the product is called aluminum oxide crystals, and it just really gets in there. It's the same ingredients they use at the salon or a spa. Have any of y'all had a microderm treatment at a salon or spa? Okay. So, you know, last time I had it, before we came out with it, it was about $90. They're probably a little bit more now. Maybe $100. Mm-hmm. They do it with a machine, you know, a little thing, and it's really not that comfortable to have it. Actually, I'm like, please hurry. You're not going to get rid of that wrinkle in one day, you know. But so this one is just like microderm you can use at home. The product has a second step, which is pore minimizer, and y'all can go ahead and wipe it off now. Just wipe it off with that same washcloth is fine. Just make sure you get all the grains off really good, and then we're going to wipe the whole thing off in a minute with another washcloth. But this also comes with a pore minimizer, and what pore minimizer does is after you get those pores super, super clean, it kind of helps them shrink back, which is nice. So we're going to let you try that too in a minute after we do the charcoal mask, okay? But anyway, this little set, I was just going to tell you, it's only $55 and it has 36 treatments in it. So it saves you, instead of $3,600, it's $55. Did y'all know you were going to come here and say $3,545? Yes. Okay, so before we take the mask off, I wanted to tell you that it starts out shiny, you know, and dark. Then it goes to kind of slate gray, and then you'll start seeing some black dots in it. The black dots are where your pores are, where it's really getting in there. And then occasionally you're going to see something that looks like a little piece of sand or a little white underneath there. You're like, what is that? And that's where it's actually like maybe pulled out a whitehead. And so it's one of those things that is gross, but awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a chance to win a little free prize. Play this little game. So if you'll take your card and just open it up so it doesn't transfer, there's a little place on the back, And it's a place for referrals. And just like Joy gave me Jessica's name, you might be sitting here thinking, I know a girl that would like to do something like this. And just think of like hard-working women. You just turn it over the back right here. Right here, yeah. And so get your cell phones out, and I'm gonna just play a little song. And what we're gonna do is, the one who has the most names is gonna win a prize. And I got some free gifts over here. All right.
Way more people than
Well, and normally I do tickets, but I think my tickets are in the trunk. So, you know, we'll do it that way for this time. So just get just name and phone number, and if they're just 18 or older is all I ask on there. And then if they're a relation to you, like your mom or your sister, just put mom or sister so I know. That way when I text them, I don't say your friend when it's really your daughter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And y'all just write that. By the time this song is finished playing and y'all get done with that, then we'll be ready to take this mask off. Okay, so I'm going to play one of my favorite songs. But which one? That's the question. Let's see what I want to play for y'all. Something positive after your long day at work.
I've been waiting on the sunset.
they have to be local.
No, if they're not, put where they're from, like if it's Tifton, Adel, or if they're, where are they at? Okay, well just put where they're at, just put Alabama on there, because you never know. Like if she got me a big group, I might come over there and do it, or I could maybe just send her some samples, you know?
Gotta keep your head up.
You need this song after a day at school, right? While you're doing it, I will just tell you that what I'm going to do with these names, just like I did Jessica tonight, I'm just going to send a text and say, hey, Susie Q, I facialed your friend Gabby a couple weeks ago, and she gave me her name. Looks like she might be interested in a free facial, a charcoal mask, Microdermabrasion. If you're interested, text me back. And really, I'm probably just going to text them one time. And if they want to, they can. If they don't, that's fine. Because I honestly probably have 300 names, you know, like, so I don't have time to stalk your friends. So that's the main thing I wanted to tell you. I'm not going to bug them. Normally what people do is they call, I don't know, did you call Joy and say, who is this woman?
If you hadn't used Joy's name, I would have been like,
No, yeah. Well, and so most people, like I had a girl the other night, she goes, oh no, I called her to see if it was legit or a scam. And sometimes what I do is I will actually text a picture. Like I may do text them a little picture, a group picture of y'all, and go, oh, here we are at the party. So they know I am a real person, not a scammer. So anyway, but most people have a good time. We have a great time. And who doesn't like to be treated with a little free facial, right?
Right.
Let's flip one more time. Have you ever seen that video of Andy Grammer when he had the students singing a song with him? I cannot remember the name of the song. I just saw it was a video. I saw it on Facebook or something. It was so good. I couldn't quit watching it. I think it was so good and I can't remember what it is, but it was, I'll text it to you. I love this machine. Thank you guys for those names. I appreciate you. Did she go to is that anything? Yeah. I
She
know
works
Adrian.
with me.
Huh?
She works with
Oh,
me.
she does?
I taught her daughter.
Oh, okay, great. Tell us that, hey, I know her.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
She is. I can already tell I'm going to give all three of y'all something. So let me just go ahead and say that because there's no way I can.
Everyone I know in Valdosta.
That's it? I love it.
One on the
Okay.
list.
Hey, that worked.
Yeah, I put my sister-in-law on it.
Okay, good. I love it. I love it.
Because I'm like, I don't know.
Did you live in Alabama before?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Where in Alabama?
Mobile.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Jeez, guys.
Had a friend-
I looked over at Gabby's. I was like, I'm not gonna win this.
Yeah. No, you're doing
I couldn't
good.
see her,
It's
so I was like,
every female family member in Valdosta.
there you go.
I love it. I love it.
And most of our Bible speakers.
Oh, I did put Emily and Everett on her. So I was like, I was just going down the list. I was like,
Yeah, and I will make sure that if that y'all all have it on there, that I won't send the same person a text 4 times. So, yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, that's what we're gonna do. How many you got over there, Rachel?
I only have 4.
I was just
I know.
scrolling through. I was like,
Rachel, you're
I
right.
work with all women, so it doesn't have to be. Yeah, that makes sense.
I work with all women, but on a smaller scale.
Okay, so here are the 3 prizes I'm gonna give.
Nice.
I'm gonna give you the first choice because you have the most. Okay.
Nice.
So I have a choice. This is one of our beauty blenders that you wet it, squeeze it out, wet it, squeeze it out like 10 times. That's important. And then dry it with paper towel, and then you can use it to blend the foundation with. People love it. Or you have a choice of a free eye color. And this is Fun Silk. I think I really want this one.
I will use the beauty blender.
All right. Okay, so you get the next choice of a eye color.
Did you say your face is
I have a feeling.
okay? You see it?
And so do you wear eyeshadow sometimes?
I do
You got some?
sometimes.
Okay, so here's a couple colors. This would be like an accent color, obviously. So which one of these do you like better? I love that color. And you can use it as a liner too.
Okay.
Okay, so all y'all get prizes tonight.
Thank you. Didn't follow directions. Y'all did it right.
For the video, I'll just say that normally I do tickets and I give a ticket for every name and then we draw. But alas, my tickets are not in here and I'll go where I get them. So we're gonna go ahead and look at y'all's charcoal masks in a minute. If y'all want to take your mirror out of the tray, you can just pull it up like that and just hold it on one side and pull it to the side. Yep. So I want you to kind of get it up there so you can really see what that mask is doing. Can y'all see where you need attention?
Yes.
Right? Is it feel dry, y'all, just about? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Y'all can just kind of be looking. I'm going to go ahead and pick up these. Well, actually, I'm going to leave those washcloths, but I'm going to give you a new one to take it off. This is a good one for just wiping your fingertips off during the party.
So gross.
This is just from 2 weeks of school. Oh, not even full 2 weeks. Not a full 2 weeks.
That's crazy. I had a facial last month.
I had done one about 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I got one as
It
a
was
birthday
great.
gift.
Just freaking out, stressed.
That's so sad though.
I
Those
know.
from stress.
It just goes through the roof when school starts.
What do you do?
I've cried every day since school started.
What do you do to like relieve stress? Like, what's a good outlet for you? Sleep.
Okay. So y'all can put your mirrors back in there.
Like something for myself.
Yeah, not coaching.
And literally, this mask is water soluble, so like if you actually wet your finger on one like this, it just slides off. It's so easy to get off. I thought it was going to be like a bear to get it off, but it's really easy. So just kind of lay it on there, and then you can just wipe it off, up and out. And then I will pick these washcloths back up, and give me the brushes that you did your mask with. Let me just get it out of your way. Thank you.
This is so easy. Oh,
It's easier than you think, isn't it? Good, good. Okay, good. Make sure you get it around your nose too, because sometimes like
My husband's usually like, you got something on your
a black mask. Jessica, that was better already, don't it? I mean, that's like kind of something else.
It is.
You notice that like right there? It's like all smooth. I love it. I'm gonna pass around and just let y'all take this, just squirt you a little bit. This is the Pore Minimizer, and we're just gonna actually let you smooth it on your cheeks and your chin, because you can use it every day, not just a day you do Microderm, even though it comes with a Microderm set. So just a little bit, cheeks and chin, okay?
How much?
Just like 1 squirt would be plenty. Yeah, that's plenty. Doesn't take very much. You got no problem. And as you're smoothing it in, I want you to feel how soft your skin feels. The side that you did the mask, but also feel your chin and tell me if you can tell a difference in there and how smooth it feels.
Oh, my chin is so
Can you
soft.
fit? I'm serious. Can you tell?
Yes.
It's crazy how you can really tell. Okay, so we're just gonna let that dry for a second. All right, awesome. Can you tell how your pores look a little bit better? And honestly, if you do this like twice a week for just a couple of weeks, you will see a big difference in your skin, in the softness and the smoothness of both Microderm and the mask, okay? So the next thing we're gonna do, man, I forgot something for you. So we're just gonna, it's not gonna matter, but I shouldn't let you do the Pore Minimizer yet, because we're gonna use the blemish control toner. So you're just gonna wipe what you just did off, that's okay. This is our blemish control toner, and no, it's okay, we'll just do it off with this. So I'm gonna put this a little bit